Okay, BTC USDT on Binance. Well, what a interesting past few weeks we've had. Last time we made a post was right here before this big drop off, which was to be expected, but as we said, came much sooner. I thought that they would be happening somewhere around where we are right now. However, we dropped down. Doesn't matter, because from the looks of it, the market is undergoing a transformation right now into a new mode of sentiment. You can tell this kind of by how the alts are pumping and moving in correlation to BTC drops. Now that's not to say that we've entered the bull market by any means, but only that this compressing wedge that we've been riding down, ooh, I think I have it here, this brown line very roughly represents the sentiment of this compressing wedge after that great rally that we had in 2017, 2018. Now, eventually this motion down needs to collapse. These waves can't continue like that, and you can see in their fractal nature that they've been getting smaller and the period has been getting less. That is the time that these waves, these peak waves, are active. And you can also see, which is important for us to notice right now, that that the motions that happen prior to the pumps have shifted. Now if we look at a little more detail of the candle structure here, we can see that, and this is on the daily mind you, let's take our most prior wave up for an example before we had this drop off. This section here has a lot of thick candles and big price range. This one here has a kind of clear defined wave structure. And these are kind of prior to these pumps. We'll consider this area here kind of like the channel before we get this pump up onto this wave. So here we have kind of one wave structure. We don't have this thick band structure that we have here, but we still only have one wave. And going back in time some, we can see that prior to this motion up, we have waves on the downfall, but this consolidation region is not one wave. It's also just one little channel. It has a little bit of a wave structure to it, but no, it's a quick little consolidation, after which the rally begins and the new wave really appears. So moving on, we've had channel, and this is during the periods that are going sideways at the bottom, not during the drops. We've had thick channels, one waves, and prior to that, nothing. So we got a channel, a wave, a channel, and now we see something unique emerging, which for this similar type of time frame of roughly, what, 20 days there, nearly 20 days here, 20 days here, roughly. Nah, this one's shorter, but here it was roughly 15 days. In the similar amount of time, we see this clearly emerging double wave structure. Now, it's my opinion that this is representation of how the the retail market traders of crypto, if there's even such a thing, are interacting with the whales who are still trying to play their cards. These big candle days are whale influenced days. The rest of these regions are just supported by the day traders and the retail traders. But in this instance, we have two waves emerging, and it looks like we don't know what will happen now, but if we have a third wave on the daily chart here, we're seeing as if the wedge has compressed and now a turbulence is emerging, and there's actually a inverse wedge beginning to appear, where the sentiment is now the cycling of these wave periods is now much more in a new geometric trend. So this isn't to say it's going to bull up, but that we've clearly entered this other type of wedge, which I must add might actually contain some type of deep motion down as well. But the point is that we are in a new market period. New market period, right? And we're going to test this by saying that the continue all activity we've seen correlated with this BTC action is going to keep going. BTC has gained a lot of dominance, you must remind yourself, and that dominance is now in a new phase and wants to distribute itself. So this has been a long video, but I just wanted to give some of my ideas. If you made it this far, please feel free to critique me or continue the discussion in any way you would like. Have fun and good luck.